Hello and welcome to a new video. We are today heading out from Ludwigsburg near Stuttgart in Germany to Flachau in Austria, where there is a Tesla takeover in my 2021 Tesla Model 3 standard range with LFP battery. Let's just jump in the car and see what the route says, because it's about 500 kilometers to go, so yeah, let's hurry and get there before the big traffic starts. Okay, so route planning is currently just let's go towards Flachau. Our first stop will be Zusmarshausen supercharger, because Zusmarshausen is a nice place to be, and that's what my car said anyway. It's currently telling us about 20% arrival, and we're gonna bring that down because we're gonna get some time out of that as long as we can. It's now 5 to 5 a.m. That's, yeah, early. We got up at 4 and we both slept in our cars. So yeah, we're kind of tired still, but should be fine. I've got some coffee here, so that's all good. Yeah, let's just get on the Autobahn and then towards Munich and stop at Zusmarshausen, and then we're gonna see where we want to head from there, because then we have some time to plan that. Yeah, so let's go. About 80 kilometers from the supercharger, and the car just started preconditioning while we're going up this nice hill here, the well-known Autobahn towards Munich. Really nice to drive, but always a lot of traffic. Soon we should also be getting the restricted zones again, so that's pretty nice. And currently we're gonna be arriving with 15%, so we still can get rid of those and get some time. And there is the de-restricted sign that you might be able to see, the digital sign bit above the car there. Oh, you can't. Now you can. So that's pretty nice. So let's rip it. By now we're down to 4% state of charge. We're gonna be arriving with 1%, so that's pretty nice. 8.9 kilometers to go. So yeah, that should work out. Looking good. I shaved off some time. We're gonna be arriving at 6:19 instead of 6:32 or so. So that's pretty good. Probably we're gonna have all of that we used extra back in as soon as maybe 5 minutes after plugging in or so. So that's just a quicker way to go, as I'm always saying. And we have to stop there anyway, so that's all good. I just slowed down a bit to 166 to be sure to be arriving with 1%. Yeah, so looking good. Let's get to the supercharger and then top up, and then we'll see where we go next. We're pulling off the highway with 1% state of charge, about to pull into the supercharger, which is just over there. We all know that pretty well. We've been here multiple times, so no worries. We're like up to 2%. Wow. That regen on exit really helped us again get up to 2%. So let's see, we gotta exit at the second exit. Yes, looking good. Just down here, and there we can see the nice Zusmarshausen Innovations Park. Pretty nice. And going in here, there's the nice lawnmower doing its thing, and there we can see their own chargers looking out from the floor. But we want to go to the supercharger because it's cheaper, way cheaper. And there's a nice Neo power swap station with their nice container things that they are building out for test drives, I think. So that's pretty interesting. Maybe we're gonna take a quick look at that. Yeah, that's okay. We can live with that. All right, 2%. What did we use? Current drive, 22.8 on 167 kilometers. That's pretty good. Let's grab that handle and plug in. Yep, we're communicating. And there we go, charging. Awesome. All right, let's see where we head next. I'm gonna put up my CarPlay screen, then I can have a look in charging time where we want to go next. All right, here we are connected to CarPlay. There we get charging time. And as you know, of course, charging times, a partner of mine, you can get about 30% off the first year's subscription with my code Niko30. And you can also test it for free for 7 days, I think. But if you cancel then you don't have the discount if you use my code. So yeah, I don't know. Just try it out if you want to. I think the app is pretty nice. I just put in our destination. I didn't want to leak any addresses that I had in there before. So I think we're gonna go about 160-ish kilometers again. We should be able to make that with 80-ish%. We're also charging at 150 kilowatts, so I don't know why we're charging so slowly, but probably the temperatures aren't perfect because I kinda ripped it and my car didn't want to precondition too much. Let's see. While that's loading, let's have a look here. We want to see 56 to 184 kilometers. Also the slow reaction time from the screen is because I'm filming with the phone I'm also using for CarPlay. So don't get confused by that. And I know superchargers are kinda boring, but they're pretty good for me. So that's 250 and 150 at a OMV gas station. What about this one? Might be a V2. No, it's not a V2. It's looking good. I think we're gonna use that because there's also some stuff there. So I would say plan stop. Let's see, planned. Yeah, then it's 137 kilometers, and I hope we can charge when we're there. Maybe we're gonna check that at the next charging stop. But yeah, let's see. High voltage charging, and we are at 40 to 50 degrees Celsius. So I don't know why we're only getting 150 kilowatts. The supercharger is empty, so no one is here. So we should be getting full power. But 150 and almost 400 amps is normally no limitation of like temperature sensors in the charger or anything. So I think it's probably my car that's limited. So yeah, that's interesting. what do we have at that supercharger, because charging time is pretty cool. You can see what is at the location, what you're gonna find there. There's some probably just rest stop stuff, nothing super fancy. Let's hope that's close to the highway. And again, that's just slow because of me filming with the same phone I'm using to run CarPlay here. Where is the Autobahn? Because I set charging time to only show chargers that are not more than 1.5 kilometers away from our route. Yeah, there's the Autobahn, so that's all fine. Not super close, but also not too far away. The car said we should go to Irschenberg, wherever that is. That's probably close. Yeah, only 150 kilometers. I think we're gonna change that plan, because was it this one? Was it this one? 15 stalls. Is that the one we're looking at here? No, it's not. It's probably even a bit further. Could that be? That might be a bit far, isn't it? Frauendorf. Or is it this one? Rosenheim. Yeah, that's probably it. Is there an Obi over here? Garden season. Sounds like Obi to me. Doesn't say. Wow, very good. But I would say it's probably this one here that it didn't want to show. 130. Yeah, okay. What the heck are you doing? God damn it. Yeah, that's 166 kilometers. That's the right one. So we're gonna hit that. Or maybe we're not, because we're already falling down to 130 kilowatts. Yeah, let's charge to 60-ish%. And then maybe go a bit closer. So we might really want to hit this one. It's a 250 as well. Huh. Difficult, but maybe the car was right. So let's do what the car said, because that probably makes more sense. Also, it preconditioned so we can reach that supercharger. We're not gonna hit Dasing at 24%. What are you doing? What even is this? We're not gonna leave now. And we're not gonna charge there for 40 minutes then. And here we got some traffic already. Alright, we're also gonna see if we're gonna take this route or if we're gonna go over the mountains down here somewhere to get around all of that traffic here. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check maps and I'm gonna update you, because that's already a 7-minute clip again. We're down to 66 kilowatts and we're gonna be arriving with 10% at 8 a.m. So let's unplug and go. That's gotta be enough. I also checked our alternative route would be an hour longer, even with current traffic conditions. Let's see if that changes until we're there at the next supercharger in 1.5 hours. But yeah, possibly we just have to see if we can go this way without having to pay tolls. I'm not sure actually, because I set no tolls and it tells us we can go there, but I'm not so sure about that. I really am not. I don't know. But let's see, we're gonna see that later. And worst case, we're gonna pay the 11 euros or so and just get the toll ticket. only got 10 more kilometers to our next supercharging stop. We kind of couldn't rip it that much on this leg because there was just so much traffic and we had to drive through Munich and stuff. So we're gonna be arriving with 16% and still 2 minutes earlier than predicted, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, we're currently at 20%, slowly going forward. Traffic wise, pretty much okay, just a bit of heavier traffic right after Munich, but other than that it went pretty well. So let's head on to the supercharger and top up for a second time for our trip. Alright, we arrived at the supercharger. 46% to go to the next stop. 140 kilometers with an average consumption of 20.0. That's pretty good. Let's plug in right here. There is a nice supercharger here with three 250 stalls and another 4 or so 150 stalls behind that. So I don't know why anyone would go to the V2, but we're not gonna do that. So let me grab my jacket, then we're gonna walk up there to the McDonald's. And I just checked, we're getting the full 170 kilowatts, so that's all perfect. Let's let it rip. We're gonna fuel up ourselves and then we will continue on our trip. How the heck am I now getting up there to the McDonald's? I gotta do some wandering around. Alright, we are at 99% state of charge because I ate something and stuff, so we took a little longer. And I just looked that we don't cross the border on the highway because I think they might not let us exit the highway then. And we don't want to drive the highway because there's a lot of traffic in front of that tunnel here. So at least we can try going around that. Maybe it doesn't work, maybe it does work. We don't know, we'll see about that. But if we're lucky, then we're just gonna squeeze through because we're not even on the Autobahn yet. And then they might let us drive along there as we wanted to. Yeah, let's hope and try. Otherwise we have to go drive the Autobahn or the highway in that case. But yeah, let's jump out and unplug. 9 kilowatts is pretty much nothing. Come on. We also just recorded a nice charge guide here, and I think we're gonna be arriving with 40-ish% in Flachau at the Tesla Takeover, so that's pretty good. So yeah, plenty to stay there. Let's go here and yes, let's exit over there. See ya on the Autobahn, I would say, or maybe if there's an update with our route. Let's see. Kilometers to our exit when we leave the highway for good for this direction of the trip, I think, at least, I hope. We're gonna exit to the B roads and drive them until we reach our destination, if everything goes right. So yeah, let's see if that works out as we plan. But the weather is kinda not too good. Sometimes rainy, sometimes just gray. Let's hope that gets better until we are there, because otherwise that would be really sad if we are at an open air event and it's raining all day. That would be kind of sad, but let's hope for the best. And we are pulling into Flachau, where the takeover takes place somewhere. I think we can go towards the supercharger, which is on the other end of the city village, I think, but I'm not sure. Anyway, 4 minutes to city center. I don't know how big Flachau really is, but there is a service center here, so can't be that small. Otherwise, the scenic drive here was so nice. That was so much fun and so much better than standing in traffic on the highway. So definitely the better choice. Yeah, so let's see if we can find all the people that we know from the internet and see and meet them, and yeah, then see what's going on there. That's probably not in this video though, so I'm just gonna give you my closing stats in just a sec as soon as we arrive. So we've arrived and we've already walked around a bit, but since charge 13.9, so our non-highway stint is not that bad. And also this is not a service center but a supercharger that's in reduced service, because all around there is the event and it's full of Teslas that are visiting here. So yeah, that's that. But I would say that's been it for this video. Yeah, the next one will be the way back from here, but yeah, I would say that's been it. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next one.